Voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160, 945 on your Friday morning. And a conversation this morning with the principal, brand new this year, of St. Bernard Catholic School here in Indiana. Her name is Tina Bucci, and it's good to meet you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm glad you're with us here this morning.
Glad to be here. It's my pleasure.
Conversation is brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. It's one of, I don't know that it's a secret that St. Bernard's School is there, but it certainly is something that is worth celebrating because the school's been there for a long time, and it's been a real big part of this community and of the faith as well.
Yes, it has. We serve approximately 130 students right now. Our enrollment is growing. We are privileged enough that we can focus on faith, academics, and service in our school. We serve students from several sending school districts. We are expanding next fall. We will have an additional preschool classroom. Right now we have one preschool. We will be adding another preschool. And we serve 3-year-olds all the way up to 8th grade.
Yeah. Now, you came to the school for this year, right?
This
you
school
started
year in August, yes.
Yeah. Where did you come from?
I was worked with the Diocese of Pittsburgh as a principal for a few of their schools. And then I had about a year off and decided it was time to come back.
Oh, it's interesting that you come from the big city to a smaller town type of atmosphere. Is there a difference really in terms of what's happening in the classrooms and in the schools themselves from the big city to here?
Well, actually, I wasn't in the big city at the Diocese of Pittsburgh. I was in Verona, so that was a small town as well. So.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So I prefer the small towns, yes.
Yeah.
But we are fortunate that we, our staff, we have a smaller school, so our staff is very familiar with all of our students and their families, and we can really offer the one-on-one environment.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Catholic school education because I'm sure that it's a mystery to some. And first off, it's not just for people who are Catholics.
That is correct. We serve children from all faiths. They do participate in our classes, our religion classes, and we do go to Mass regularly. So they do participate in those. But it is, as you said, it is available to children of all faiths.
And when we think about the education that they're getting, now we're talking through 8th grade at St. Bernard, correct?
Yes.
All right. The education that they're getting compared to going to a public school is not only on a par, but in many cases, depending upon where they might be going to school otherwise, it's superior because you're getting a different perspective on some of the classes and some of the topics and subject areas.
Yes, we do meet all of the Pennsylvania state and diocesan requirements. We are also, our school is accredited by the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools. And our faculty are certified by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and over 60% of them actually hold a master's degree.
One of the interesting things to me is that when those students do graduate out of 8th grade and move on to their 9th grade year, they could choose to go back to their regular school district in which geographically they're based. But there are other options for them as well, including other Catholic schools that can bring more of the secondary education. But as you send those students out at the end of 8th grade, they're more than well prepared to move on into whatever their new school setting is going to be.
They are very well prepared. I do need to brag a little bit about our 7th and 8th grade students. We've had some of them just recently participate in the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science competition, and they came in first place.
Oh, yeah.
And they will be moving on to the state competition at Penn State in May. We've had some 7th and 8th graders just last week actually participated in the Pennsylvania Regional Science and Engineering Fair. We have yet to hear details on that, but they did very well. So
yeah,
they are very prepared.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned the faculty at St. Bernard School. I'm guessing that many of them have been there for more than just a few years.
Yes, that is correct. We have some teachers that have been here for many, many years. They are teaching some of their initial students their children and their grandchildren.
Hmm.
So that is one of the perks with a small Catholic school is that our staff, they are there because they love teaching and they love the children,
Yeah.
and they also know the families.
Yeah, and they really get to know the students
Yes,
on a very, very personal basis
yes.
from the very start.
Yes.
Preschool begins at what age at St. Bernard?
We have a 3-year-old program and a 4-year-old program.
And then they move on to
And
kindergarten
then
and
they
first.
move on to our kindergarten program and then straight on till 8th grade.
Yeah. When we think about those younger kids and they're getting into a school setting for the first time, I would guess that at St. Bernard School, since it's not the big, enormous student body, that they have an opportunity to work one-on-one with teachers for a very first time and be in that setting where they're getting a chance to meet others and socialize with others at the same time they're less likely to be overwhelmed.
That is true. And that's true with all of our classes as well. Because we're a smaller school and we have a smaller class size,
Hmm.
students are able to get a lot of one-on-one instruction with our teachers and at the preschool level as well. We, in addition to our classrooms settings, we also our students have. They're fortunate that they have Spanish, they have art, music, band, technology, chorus. They get a number of the art. Almost
Yeah.
forgot art.
Hmm.
So and physical education. So they have several itinerant classes that they participate in as well.
We're talking with Tina Bucci. She is the principal of the St. Bernard Catholic School here in Indiana. This is the Lenten season, and we know that the Lenten fish fries at St. Bernard, they actually benefit the school. The school actually operates the
Yes,
dinner
we
itself.
do. Our parent volunteers, our PTG, our students, our grades 4 through 8, our students are there every Friday helping out as part of their service hours. And we start at 4 o'clock, 4 till 6:30, which today we will be serving, and then April 1st and April 8th as well.
So only a few more
Only a
opportunities
few
this
more.
year.
Better get in there.
Yeah. And they're actually held in the basement of the church,
They are
correct?
held in the basement of the church,
Hmm.
yes. And it is takeout this year due to some of our COVID restrictions. So it is takeout only. It goes very quickly. They come in, we pack up, they order and pay, and we pack them up, and they head home to enjoy their dinner.
So, and for those who aren't aware, the school is right next door.
It is just right up there on the hill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So for a parent who is saying to themselves, maybe this is something we ought to look into, is enrolling our child at St. Bernard School. What should they be doing right now?
They really should contact our office, and we set up tours, individual tours for the parents. They can bring the students as well. We set up time for them to talk to our business manager to cover all of the financial aid that is available, which there is a ton of financial aid. So
Hmm.
there's lots of opportunities to help with the tuition
Hmm.
for that, and they really should get in their registration and application process moving now, especially for the preschool. Preschool fills up rather quickly,
Uh-huh.
so we like to. That's why we've had to add another class because we were on a waiting list. So we said we're going to do it this year. We're going to add that second class.
Very,
Um,
very good. Now,
yeah.
one of the things that we might also think about is that we traditionally might think of students in their school experience starting with the preschool, then the kindergarten, then progressing up through. Parents who have kids in second, third, fourth, fifth, even sixth grade, they might say, I think my child might get a little bit more out of St. Bernard School rather than what they're getting in whatever school they happen to be in now. A problem to move into a Catholic school setting after starting out in a public school setting?
Not at all. We have several students that do matriculate into our school, and they do just fine. In fact, I've enrolled a student last week, so they come in even into the middle of the school year.
Uh-huh.
They come for tours. They like what they see, and most of the time, then they decide to enroll. So
Hmm.
it's really due to our wonderful staff, our teachers. It's a welcoming environment, and I think that when people come in, they feel that right away.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, terrific. So, in your first year here at St. Bernard, and of course, you have experience in the job at other schools. Tell me about the experience coming to Indiana and the people who are here, the people that you work with, the parents that you meet. Are you enjoying it?
I'm totally enjoying it. The beginning of the school year started a little rough with COVID and everything, but things are starting to open up. We're able to do more things and allow our students to participate in more events now
Hmm.
that things are opening up. So it's been a wonderful experience. It's been welcoming. My staff has really we work as a team. They pull it together on last minute notices. If we need more volunteers for fish fry, they're down there every Friday as well
Hmm.
after putting in their school day. So the parents, the teachers, the staff, everyone has been so welcoming. The kids are great. I'm in the classroom several times during the week, just checking in on everyone,
Hmm.
and it's just been wonderful. It's been a
Terrific.
wonderful experience for me.
Tina Bucci, our guest, she is the principal of St. Bernard School here in Indiana. For those who want to learn more, I'm sure there's Facebook and then there's a website and all of that.
Yes, we
Or
have
you would,
website, Facebook. You can call the office 724-465-7139. We'll be glad to set up a tour
mhm.
and talk about what else we have to offer.
Very good,
Yeah.
very good. Hey, thank you so much for coming in today and for accommodating us. I know that
Thank
you had to
you.
change your schedule a little bit to come visit with us, but I appreciate it.
This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Tina Bucci with us here this morning on Indiana in the Morning. As we head toward the top of the